Hello and welcome to Inside Homebrewing. I'm Jay Thomas. And this is a Roggen beer I brewed up specifically for the National Homebrew competition if I get in. But anyway, what happened to it, it was fermented in my fast ferment, conical fermenter. And long story short, this beer has a bunch of yeast stuck on the bottom. You can't really see it on there, but it's too much yeast on the bottom. So I'm going to be rebrewing the beer to go to the National Homebrew competition. But this one, just for grins, I'm going to, well, that came out nice. Pretty cloudy. It's got a lot of yeast in it, a lot of yeast in the bottom of there. But anyway, I'm going to be rebrewing this. This one I'm going to be sending to, what's the name of that competition? It's Regale Dread Hop 2017. It's in Boulder, Colorado. Brought to you by Hop Marley and the Ailers. So I'm going to send it to their competition and see what it scores. That's pretty damn good. Anyway, what I'm doing today, I'm going to pick out a couple of these bottles. These were the ones that were designated for the National Homebrew competition. This competition requires 2 bottles. So I got these 2 bottles here. Got a box, got everything I need. I'm going to show you how I safely will get these shipped off to the competition. So after another drink, we'll get this going. So I'm sending this beer to a competition. What I have is the identifying labels that I print up off the computer. It has my entry number. It's Regale Dread Hop 2018. Got my name, address, all that on there. Category 27. That's all the information that the competition is going to need. It's required that you attach them with rubber bands. So I got that. Also some bags, very important. And in this box I have what works good. I don't have a whole lot, but what works good is plastic bags from the grocery store for packing material. You know, stuff a bag full of bags and pack it around. Works real good, but I have a whole bunch of bubble wrap from some packages that got mailed to us around Christmas. So anyway, what you do, the bags serve 2 purposes. You put the bottle inside of a 1-gallon Ziploc bag. It's gonna hold that beer bottle nicely. So get out most of the air. Do that again. And just try to get out most of the air and seal it off. Put it inside the container. Serves 2 purposes. If the bottle happens to break, it's going to contain, it should contain, the beer inside of there. Purpose number 2, if it does break, and this and it wasn't in the bag, and then this bottle next to it is just sitting there and gets beer on it, it's probably going to make that ink run. So it serves 2 purposes: to contain the beer if there is a breakage, and not. And if this bottle breaks, this bottle will still be good because they'll still be able to read whatever, you know, my information, so that they can judge the one remaining beer. So anyway, so bag it up. Try to get the air out of here. So get it bagged up. Put it in the 6-pack container. Well, that fits nice. Then just pretty simple. Just get that sitting on top of some couple layers of bubble wrap. What I'm going to do is I'll take these bags, stuff them into the hollow spot here. A couple more bags into this hollow spot over here, and then I'm just going to put bubble wrap all around this and a little bit on top, just so nothing moves, so it's nice and tight and secure, and go from there. Like I said, you could use just those grocery bags. Work great. I've used exclusively grocery bags. I just went to the recycle and got rid of all my my grocery bags, but they work better than you would think. This bubble wrap is nice. Price is right. It came free, so there's some big bubble stuff. Well, that might not be so good. Get some more stuff down into here. Want it nice and packed in there, really tight. And this bubble wrap, you can always cut it to fit your needs. Just cut this one in half. A little more down this side. A little more over here. There. More for over here. That's packed pretty tight now. Just a little tape in there to hold it, all the pieces together, hold it down. This will work. So they got going on. Everything's pretty packed in there, pretty tight. It's not going to move around, not going to go anywhere. The bottles won't clank. Bottles won't clank into each other. So now I'll just get my tape out. I'm going to put a layer on top, and then get that taped up and ready to go. I got that all packed in there. Put a couple layers on top. Could have used a slightly bigger box, but this is going to work. There we go. Tape that up real good. Now it don't have to be pretty, it just needs to be packed in there nice and tight, just so nothing moves. Sent a lot of boxes like this to different competitions. And, you know, just sending beer to friends and family, whatever. Never had any break. There we go. Nothing is moving inside there. That's good to go. No problems. So now I'll just bring it down to UPS tomorrow and drop it off and get it shipped off. We'll take a tracking number and show the results to let you know that it did safely make it. So that's no big deal. I'm gonna I'll put a printout and put a this side up label on there here in just a sec. So yeah, just so nothing moves inside there when you're done. And put those bottles inside of a 1 gallon Ziploc bags work perfect. So very easy. I'll get that. I'll get the Fragile this side up printed and put on there, and we're good to go. So another thing, when you're shipping beer, you cannot ship it through the regular mail, the USPS. It would be illegal. I always ship it through UPS. I've never had any problems with UPS. If they ask, just say it's a yeast samples. I don't know if they like shipping beer or not. I have had beer shipped to my house through the Beer of the Month Club, so they do ship beer. But anyway, I just, if they ask, it's just yeast samples. No big deal. And also, I would suggest not to send it FedEx. FedEx will probably bust it. UPS seems pretty good. So anyway, get these cut out. And that'll be ready for, here we go. Just my Fragile this side up. Stick one there. And there we go. One here. Just like that, and get that shipped off tomorrow morning. Well, I logged into UPS.com to track that package. Today is Friday, and I delivered it. I dropped it off 1 week ago today. It had to be there today, by the end of today. It was delivered on Monday, received by a guy named Carter, so it all looks okay. See what it says here on continue. Nothing. So apparently it made it there, and all is well. I'm going to wait for the results to know for sure that it arrived intact, not broken up. So we'll just wait for the competition here in a few days and go from there. So here's that Roggen beer. I was waiting on the results of the Regale Dread Hop homebrew competition to, you know, once the results were there, I get the results, and then I knew that my beer made it there safely. But anyhow, the results came in. Oh, that's good. And not only did it make it there, it got first place. Pull up the score sheet and stuff here. I can pull up the results of the competition right here. Get over and scroll down. Oops. Regale Dread Hop 2018. Go. And then scroll down. Historical beers. Here we go. Historical beers. J. Thomas, first place, 27 historical breakdown. There were only 5 entries, but I'll take a first place. And then, let me see. Oh, here we go. Here's the score. It says final assigned score was 34. A place awarded 1. You go over here and read this part. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the camera. But 34 points, 30 to 37 points. Beer in this range may have a minor flaw, technical or stylistic, or maybe lacking balance and complexity. And then scroll to what they have to say about it. This first person, Katie Belvin, I can read her writing. She scored it. I'm not sure, but anyway, oh, it's on the bottom here. 35. I can read her writing. It's spicy and floral aroma from the yeast. Deep copper color. Small off-white head. Sweet malty notes balanced out by the something rye finish, medium bitterness, and some banana yeast flavors. Could benefit with more malt. I think the other guy said something about that too, but I can't hardly read his writing. Medium bodied with good carbonation, finishes dry. So refreshing rye beer. I really wish it had a bigger malt flavor. So do I, but not really. I think it's pretty good. But anyway, it made it there. It did good. I didn't like all the yeast that was in the bottom of it, but I can live with that. So in conclusion, just pretty easy to ship off your beer to a competition or to friends, family, wherever, and just make sure it's sealed in that in the bag. That way, like I said, if it breaks, the beer isn't getting out, and if it did get out, you know, it's not going to harm the label on the other beer, so that they can read it for the competition, and it keeps it contained. You know, if there is an accident, it keeps it contained. You don't have beer running out all over on the floor of the truck somewhere. Anyhow, pretty simple. Just to ship that off, just make sure it's all tightly packed in there and contained in a bag. It's all good to go. If it don't move, nothing to worry about. Anyway, keep it wrapped, keep it safe. See you next time inside Home Brewing.